Hello, welcome back in physics lecture. So in the previous video we saw an acceleration equation. So if you missed previous video, don't worry because in this video I'm gonna summarize all of that and new concept in this video. For example, we left from here I think. So let's start with this, the acceleration of gravity, because if you want to learn the acceleration equation you have to learn first acceleration of gravity. So I'm gonna little bit summarize here. Okay, so when the ball falls downward, the acceleration is also downward. For each second pass, ball is increased speed of 9.8 ms. Example, in the 0 second, the ball speed is 0 ms. For 1 second, ball speed is 9.8 ms because for each second pass, ball is increased speed of 9.8. So for the first second, the ball speed is 9.8 ms. For the second, the ball speed is 9.8 into 2, which is 19.166 ms, as you can see here. And for the third second, the ball speed is 19.9.8 into 3, which is nothing but the 29.4 ms. Again, for 0 second, 0 ms. For 1 second, 9.8 ms. For second, 9.8 into 2, 19.6 ms. For the third second, 9.8 into 3 equal to 29.4 ms. When throw ball upward at a speed of 29.4 ms, notice that ball speed decreased by 9.8 ms square for every second passed. So this time it is gonna reversed, okay? Now that you know this, let's move on to the acceleration equation. But remember, we are gonna use this concept in acceleration equation. So let's start. The acceleration equation relating acceleration, the distance traveled and the time elapsed is distance equal to v0, which is nothing but the starting point, into t, time has elapsed, plus 1 upon 2 into acceleration into time has elapsed square. Again, d equal to v0 into t plus 1 upon 2 into a into t square. So let's define all of the variable. For example, v0 is starting speed, a is nothing but the acceleration, and t is the time elapsed. Okay, now that you got all of this, now let's use this figure or previous concept. When the ball has fallen 1 second at its speed of 9.8 ms, it has fallen a distance of 4.9 m. Because why? When the ball has fallen 1 second, when the ball has fallen 1 second from the building and its speed is 9.8 ms, its ball speed is 9.8 ms for first second, and it's fallen a distance of 4.9 m. Now why 4.9 m? Because for the distance equation is d equal to v0 into t plus 1 upon 2 into a into t square. Now let's put all of the details, all of the value in our variables. So d equal to 0 ms because v0 is 0 here, because starting point is 0, nothing there, 0. So v0 is nothing but the 0. T equal to first second because speed of 9.8 ms is for the when the ball has fallen for first second. So 0 ms into 1 second, starting point is 0 into 1 second plus 1 upon 2 into a. So in here acceleration is 9.8 ms because acceleration is nothing but the speed, you can say. So the speed for first second is 9.8 ms into 1 square, which is nothing but the time square. Okay, so now let's do the math and we got the answer is 4.9 m. Why? Because starting point is 0, time is 1 second, acceleration is 9.8 ms. And let's put all of this value in our equation, which is nothing but the t equal to v0 into t plus 1 upon 2 into a into t square. Okay, So what do we got? We got 4.9 m. We got the distance of the speed, but although its speed after 1 second is 9.8 ms. But remember, the ball fell only 4.9 meter for that 1 second because the ball wasn't moving at a constant speed because ball wasn't moving at a constant speed because ball speed is changing after every second. So for the first second, for the speed of 9.8 ms, its first second, the ball fell only 4.9 meter. Sorry, 4.9 m, but 4 only after 1 second. We find the distance is 4.9 m, but we got the distance only for 1 second. And remember, ball is not falling with a constant speed. The ball speed is changing after every second. During that first second, its speed was slower than 9.8 ms. So what do we got here? We got a speed of 4.9, which is nothing but the distance 4.9 for 1 second only, for only 1 second. So the average speed of the ball while it falling distance upon time equal to 4.9 m upon 1s equal to 4.9 ms. The average speed of the ball while it falls is distance, which is nothing but the 4.9 upon 1, which is nothing but the time. So for 1 second it falls 4.9 ms distance. Okay. For an object that is speeding up or slowing down at a constant rate, again, for an object that is speeding up or slowing down at a constant rate, for example, constant acceleration, the average speed of that object during a time t can also be determined with the equation of VAVG equal to V0 plus VF upon 2. Okay, this is interesting. For an object that is speeding up or slowing down at a constant rate, for example, constant acceleration, the average speed of that object during a time t can also be determined with the equation of average equal to V0 starting point plus VF, you can say ending point, but after time t has elapsed, upon 2. V is equal to V0 plus Vf upon 2. What is this equation? This is equation for finding the constant object average speed. Object which is contained constant rate, the average speed of that object is Vav equal to V0 plus Vf upon 2. This is the simple mathematical average of its starting speed and its speed at the time t. When the average speed is calculated, we can use that average speed to figure out how far an object travel using d equal to v average into t. Then when the average speed is calculated, we just calculated the average speed. We can use that average speed to figure out how far an object travel. For in other word, we can find that object distance using a shorter equation, which is nothing but the d equal to v average into t, v into t, d equal to v, which is nothing but the average speed into t, time. So before the equation was d equal to v0 into t plus 1 upon 2 into a into t square, too much longer equation. But now if you got an average speed of that particular object, we can find that object's distance using d equal to v into t, v equal to average speed into t, time, or you can say d equal to velocity into time. So let's try one thing out. D equal to v0 into t plus 1 upon 2 into a into t square, which is nothing but the distance formula, big distance formula. For speed is 9.8 ms, speed is 9.8 ms. So after 3 seconds of fall, that ball is falling down from the building. How far it fallen? Find the distance, how far it fallen. Find the distance of that ball. So we are going to use that all of the variable in our equation, which is nothing but the old equation d, distance, old distance equation, d equal to v0 into t plus 1 upon 2 into a into t square. So let's put all of the value in our variable. So d equal to 0 into 3 plus 1 upon 2 into 9.8 into 3 square. So we got 40 for 1 second. What we got? We got the distance is 44.1 second, sorry, m. We got distance is 44.1. So after 3 seconds of fall, it fell on 44.1 m. So we calculated the distance fallen after 3 seconds to be 44.1 m. Let's calculate the different way using average velocity. Now we use the old equation, which was nothing but the d equal to 0 v0 into t plus 1 upon 2 into a into t square. This is the old equation, or you can say big equation, or you can say boring equation, because you not gonna remember this huge equation. And instead of this equation, if you got an average speed, you can use the simple equation d equal to v into t, average speed into time. Now which one is best, v d equal to v into t, or d equal to v0 into t plus 1 upon 2 into a into t square? Obviously d equal to v into t, but for that you must find average speed. So the average speed equation is v equal to v0 plus vf upon 2. So let's find fallen after 3 seconds to be 44.1 m. Let's calculate this different way using average velocity. So let's put all of the equation, all of the value in our equation. So first we have to find the average speed. So let's find the average speed. So the equation for average speed is v equal to v0 plus vf upon 2. So we got v0 is nothing but the 0, because the starting point is 0 for now, plus 29.4, which is nothing but the vf upon 2. So we got 14.7. Therefore, since the ball falls with an average speed of 14.7, we got the average speed of 14.7. Let's put all of this value to find the distance using the short method, which is nothing but the d equal to v into t. So let's put all of the value in our variables. So d equal to average v average into t time. So let's put, so v average we just got 14.7 into 3, because we are finding for 3 seconds. So we got 44.1 meter, because average speed is 14.7 ms and we want this average speed for 3 seconds, and that's why v average into t. This is the same result which we calculate with the huge equation. We don't like that shit. Okay, so that is it. Now let's move on to the question part. This is the testing part. So here is a question. A car is traveling at a 20 ms acceleration at a rate of 5 ms square for 10 seconds. A car is traveling at a 20 ms accelerates at a rate of 5 ms square for 10 seconds. So what is the speed of the car at the end of 10 seconds? This is the first question. What is the speed of the car at the end of the 10 seconds? So we want to find the speed. What is the speed of the car at the end of 10 seconds? We want to find speed, but not the starting speed. We want to find the ending speed, or you can say after time t has elapsed speed. So in mathematical formation it's called vf. Obviously we learned a lot of time that vf is nothing but the speed after time t has elapsed. So we have to find vf. So what is the speed of the car at the end of 10 seconds? So we have to find vf. So we are gonna put vf equation for that. So vf equation is nothing but the vf equal to v0 plus a into t. Obviously v0, which is nothing but the starting point, plus a is nothing but the acceleration, into t, time. So vf equal to v0 plus a into t. So let's put all of the value in our variable. Vf equal to v0 plus a into t. v0 is nothing but the starting point. So starting point in this situation, a car traveling at 20 ms accelerates at a rate of 5 ms square for 10 seconds. So our starting point is 20 ms plus a acceleration is 5 ms square. So 20 plus 5 into 10 second, because we are finding what is the speed of the car at the end of the 10 seconds. So time is 10 seconds. So we got 20 plus 5 into 10, we got 17. Okay, we got 70 ms. Okay, so the second question is, what is the average speed of the car during the time? So we just found vf, ending point, you can say. technically, not technically, ending, but we just found the VF. So the second question is, what is the average speed of the car during that time? During that time. So we are gonna find the average speed. So we just learned that average speed equation is VFJ equal to V0 plus VF upon 2. V equal to V0 plus VF upon 2. V0 is starting point, VF is ending point. We just found the VF, which is nothing but the time t has elapsed speed. Sorry, just speed. So V0 is nothing but the starting speed, and for here we just saw that starting speed is 20 plus VF. We just found the VF, which is nothing but the after 10 second speed, which is nothing but the 70 ms. So 20 plus 70 upon 2, which is nothing but the 45 ms. Again, average speed equation is VF is equal to V0 plus VF upon 2. So we got 45 ms. Okay, so the third question is, use the average speed of the car to determine the distance the car travels in that time. Use the average speed of the car to determine the distance the car travels in that time. What time? That time. So we are going to use that average speed to determine the distance. Obviously, we are going to use the short method because we just got the average speed. And if you got the average speed, use the short method. Are you donkey or something? Why are you lazy? We are lazy. We are going to use the short equation. So the short equation is simple. So d equal to VAVJ into t. This is very simple. We just found the average speed, which is nothing but the 45 ms into t, which is nothing but the 10 second, because we are finding for 10 second. So 45 into 10, we got 450 m. Okay, so that was so easy. So now we are gonna use that answer to check, or that answer we are gonna use the long equation to know that our new equation or new answer is correct or not. So let's find out. D equal to V0 into t plus 1 upon 2 into a into t square. So we got V0 starting point 20 into t, which is nothing but the 10 second, plus 1 upon 2, which is nothing but the 1 upon 2 obviously, into 5. 5 is nothing but our acceleration. Acceleration is our 5, again into t square, 10 square. So all of that equation after mathematical stuff we got 450 m. So yes, our short equation answer and our long equation answer is same. So yes, we just got the distance of the speed of the car. Okay, so that was it for today. I hope you learned something. I hope I learned something. I know I learned something. So that is it for today. So in the seventh day, we are gonna move to the velocity of vector quality. So that is it for today. See you guys in the next video. Till then, just learn